Now that we've covered the items list for materials, the next thing we're going to look at is the material card and kind of go through all of the details related to the material card. Now, in our example that we're using, we're looking at the material called paint. And in this list of materials, there's something that I want you to notice. And it might not be so obvious at first, but if you see here where the item paint is listed, it actually says paint 4 times, and then it has a slash and then 4 different colors. There's a relationship happening here with this particular item. This material is broken down by the fact that the type of material is paint, but that material comes in 4 colors, which is 4 different paint colors. Now, on this screen, it's not obvious because all of them more or less look like independent items because they actually are in real life. But when we go inside of the material card and we look closer at it, then you'll see that, okay, this is the material name, and then these are the different variant options down below. So your question might be, what is a variant and how does that work? So Katana organizes the material card based on the name of that material, and then it displays it so it's easy to understand and it's kind of organized by the different variant options that are available. And these variant options you can choose yourself. In this case, for the paint, you can open up the variant configuration. The variant configuration is where you see how this is broken down. You have the variant option, which is displayed here as the column header. And then you have the variant option values, which are all of the possible material unique colors that you would that you would use in your manufacturing listed here. So in this case, we have brown, black, beige, and cognac paints that we buy from a supplier and use in manufacturing. And those all get saved as their own variant type, and they all each have individual stock tracking associated with them. Now, another thing that can happen is it's very easy that you might be supplied paint, not just by color, but even by size of container. So you have the option to even add a different size of those paint canisters that you might receive from your supplier in here. It could be 1/2 gallon or 5-gallon containers, or 1/2 pint or full pint containers, whatever sizing you might use with those types of variations. If I wanted to, I can add different sizes here and simply go in here and put something like 1/2 gallon and 5 gallon. And what this will do is it will add that as a potential variant option value that I can use for these materials. So what you're getting at in this case is a possible combination of 2 times 4 variant possibilities, which will give you a total of 8 variant option possibilities. Now, when you're going through the process of adding materials to Katana, which we will cover in a later series, where we're actually going through the nitty-gritty details of the different ways in which you can add materials, add products, and add different elements into Katana platform, our main goal here is to just go straight into the structure of Katana and explain everything in advance. So that way it's more clear for you whenever you start the actual data import process. So you can set these up very easily on your material cards and use that as a way to organize the different variant materials that you use and track in your manufacturing company. It's also possible to copy variant configurations over from other materials that you're using and very simply and easily duplicate information, especially if you might be in an industry where it's quite redundant in terms of how that data is organized. An example might be textiles. You might have like multiple different types of textiles and you're adding a new material every week and you want to copy over a configuration based on the size of the rolls, and you can just immediately do it very quickly here by using the copy variant configuration from another material that exists in your account.